Hey, Constant.
Wei,
How
what's
are you?
up?
Aha! New Unimatic collaboration. Follow me. What's going on, guys? Wei and Constant from Revolution here in the Revolution watch bar, and check out that beautiful cerulean blue backdrop. Because today is the day we're going to be dropping our latest collaboration with Unimatic, and it's a very beautiful U1 Milsub blue. But before I get into that, I want to talk about the last collaboration we did with Unimatic. This is the beautiful U1 GMT Arctic Fox, which we did last year, in an all-white color theme, which is using a white Cerakote coating, a white bezel, all-white dial, and white lume.
It's really, really white.
And the whole idea behind this watch was to pay tribute to those animals that have the capacity to change color in the winter, like the Arctic Fox, which changes from kind of a ruddy brown to a white pelt, and also to the military snow camouflage as well, where you know all those all-white stormtrooper outfits. But this year, we wanted to create a watch that paid tribute to the color blue, right? And that is, without further ado, this timepiece right here.
This is our new Unimatic U1 Milsub, right?
Blue, exactly.
Blue.
And why blue? Well, for two reasons. One is that if we think about sports watches, the diving watch is one of the most iconic of all time, right? Born in the 1950s in response to the people that were adopting scuba, which was the first capacity to breathe underwater through a regulator system and be able to explore the ocean. The ocean to this day still occupies 70% of the mass of our planet. And we wanted to create a watch that was a tribute to the diving watch, but also a reminder of this beautiful life-sustaining resource that's all around us, and that's this watch.
Wow.
All right. So if you look at it, actually, it has some really cool iconography. Like, I love Giovanni Moro and Simone Nunziato. And for them, they really focus on the small nuances of the watch. So as you can imagine, you know, we all know the kind of basic dial layout of a diving watch. Got circles and rectangles. Rectangles usually at 3, 6, and 9. Circles all around with just the inverted triangle at 12. But I like the fact that they kind of flipped it a little bit on its head, because at 6 o'clock, they have the rectangle oriented horizontally instead.
And
then on top of that, they wanted to create a watch that had a little bit of a tribute to the old military watches that were created by a certain company whose name we will not mention. Okay, fine, it's Rolex. For the Ministry of Defense. So they would take 5513s and modify them to 5517s, right? And then you would have a bezel that had a single demarcation for every single minute, because back then, your bezel actually was something you depended on for your life.
That's correct,
It was how you told the dive time, but also it gave you the elapsed time when it was time to surface.
The decompression time as well.
And decompression
very
time
important,
And that's oftentimes why, even on the watches that only have 5-minute markers, sometimes the last 10 or even 5 minutes would show you all the specific minutes, so you knew how long your decompression was, right? Or you could read your decompression more accurately. But then we wanted to do also an all blue colorway, because as students of design, Giovanni and Simone were huge fans of contemporary art, and they were super inspired by artists like Pablo Picasso, who had his famous blue period, Van Gogh, which had his famous Starry Night, which was inspired a watch that we did recently with another brand, right? And also people like Marc Chagall and Henri Matisse, and the list goes on. Blue was such an instrumental color, and for them a color that really represented modernism and change in the 20th century. So they were very specific about selecting all the different elements for this watch. Now, what I think is so cool about what they've done for the layout of this watch is, yes, you have the iconography of the classic dive watch, triangle, dots, and then rectangles. Don't forget the horizontally positioned triangle at 6 o'clock, which is their signature. But it's just the borders of these markers that are painted in white luminous. And then you've got white hands in kind of an inversion, because the white hands are not luminous, but the dark blue LumiNova, which is color matched the dark blue dial, actually is luminous. And both of them glow the same color. And check that out. So all of the markers, or the borders of the markers that are painted white, glow electric blue. And then the same dark blue on the hands actually glows that same shade of electric blue. And the only thing that's a different color is the vibrant green that you have on the lollipop shaped counterweight on the seconds hand, and then the tip of the seconds hand as well in green. And why is that? Because the most important indicator in any diving watch is in fact the seconds hand. Not for reading accurately, but to show you that the watch is in fact running, because if it ain't running, you got a problem. Right? So then let's check out this incredible case. This case is the U1 case, 41.5 mm in terms of diameter, and 11 mm in terms of thickness. It has a blue Cerakote treatment applied to it. So what is a Cerakote treatment? It's actually a ceramic treatment that's applied to steel. And this is often used to help compensate against high temperature. For example, in race cars, a lot of times they'll have headers or the pipes that come out of the exhaust manifold and go into the exhaust, those will be stainless steel but with a ceramic coating on them to help mitigate the heat, which is huge in that part of the engine, and help with the acute creation of power, right?
Amazing.
So that technology has been applied here, but then they've used a very specific colorway, right? They've used cerulean blue. And why was it? Because I guess I was with the one guy who said, hey, when I'm thinking about this watch, I want to pair it with certain outfits. And a lot of the outfits that I think about have a denim influence in them, right? So that's why I'm wearing my sort of tailored denim blazer today, because I just wanted to show you that this watch pairs perfectly with that.
Oh yeah, Giovanni mentioned that you are the only person that when they did with designing the watch actually thought of what watch to wear with what outfit.
Yeah, it's super important. Listen, also in the end, being in Italy, right, the whole concept of la bella figura, or the way you dress, the way you have your attitude towards life is incredibly important. I mean, when I think about, for example, my hero, Auro Montanari, right, this guy is always perfectly dressed in his Caracciani
such an elegant man.
Yeah, but also times with like a little element of denim as well. And I noticed that Italians love denim, right? In fact, when I was talking to Simone and Giovanni, they're like, yeah, on the weekends a lot of times we put on a denim polo, some tailored denim jeans, and a jacket. So I want to rock that look as well.
I understand why you're wearing a denim jacket today.
Exactly. But guys, I didn't bring just one denim outfit. I brought two.
Whoa! Wow!
Hey! And there you go, Constant. This is my second outfit. Now, one of the big inspirations for this watch actually was the king of denim in Italy. You know what his name is?
Oh, Sandro Frattini?
Sandro Frattini, who is one of the greatest watch collectors in the world, who actually owns
the 1949 Scenic Patek Philippe 130, yes.
Exactly, which was the basis of our collaboration with William Messina. Slightly controversial, but all good guess. But he is the king of denim because his family had a denim company called Revo, right? So if you look at Sandro Frattini, he's always wearing a little bit of denim as well. And to me, he's one of the most stylish guys in the world. So Signor Frattini, if you're watching this, I bow my hat to you.
Me too.
I doff my hat to you. You are a man of singular style and beautiful sartorial expression. So I want to show you that no matter what denim outfit you're wearing, even with a darker denim and a washed sort of denim linen shirt, the blue of the U1 Milspec blue works perfectly. So what else can I say about this watch? 41.5 mm in diameter, 316 steel case that has a beautiful blue Cerakote applied to it. Really, really cool dial that has a navy dial, but then it's complemented with white luminous markers that just frame all the dots and triangles, and then white hands with the matching navy Super-LumiNova, both of which glow in the same electric blue. A beautiful lollipop seconds hand with green LumiNova in the dark, and then a wonderful and great workhorse Solita movement.
The SW200.
Which is how many hertz?
So it's running at 28,800 vibration per hour, 4 hertz, and it has a power reserve of 41 hours.
Yeah, which is everything you need in a watch that costs a mere
$1,200 US.
Exactly. It comes with 2 straps, comes with this kind of really cool nylon keeper strap.
Yeah, we call it two-piece military NATO strap in our lingo as watch collectors. So this is one of our favorite straps to pair with vintage watches. Actually.
Phenomenal. And actually what's wonderful about this is, as opposed to a normal one-piece NATO strap, it's much thinner as well, right?
Fantastic.
Like a 2-piece NATO strap to me with the fabric keeper is one of the
slightly
coolest straps
thicker,
And you've got this beautiful blue Cerakote. Now you were wondering also, why does it look a little bit worn away? Well, when you have denim, you need to stone wash it as well, right? So we said, okay, with the blue Cerakote treatment, we got to stone wash it too. And that's exactly what the guys, Simone and Giovanni, did to the case.
So that's what happened.
Exactly, so it pairs perfectly. Cool. So there you go, that is our new U1 Milspec blue Revolution times Unimatic limited edition watch made in 200 pieces, $1,200 US. Guys, I hope you get one. I hope you wear it with style. Send me pictures of you wearing it with your denim outfits, and we're going to repost them.
Yes.
Thank you, Constant.
Thank you, Wei.
Want to see a third X? No, I don't. That's it. Just 2 outfits. Peace, guys.